Dealing with PvE quickly and efficiently allows you to clear more of the Dealing with PvE quickly and efficiently without taking any damage allows you to clear more of the map, get more loot without using all of your meds, your ammo, and your brain cells. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over all the enemies and archetypes in Arc Legends, in Arc Raiders. I already forgot the fucking name of the game. But yeah, if you died to any of these AI or bots, just come back and rewatch this video. I'm going to try not to waste any of you guys' time, so let's get right on into it. And before we get into all the enemies, it is critical to know the 3 modes of the Arcs. We have blue, which is the patrol mode whenever Arcs are not aggro or searching for players. Next is orange, and that is the search mode whenever the Arc is actively looking for players. This occurs after making noise or running right next to the drone. And then finally we have red, which is attack mode. This happens after you shoot at a drone or you are clearly visible to it. First up, we have ticks, and these are small spider robots that will hide inside buildings, either on walls and corners or on top of the ceiling. They're fast and they won't attack unless you get close enough, but at that point they're gonna leap and latch onto your face and explode. You can one hit these with melees and they will drop tick pods, which can be used to upgrade certain workbenches. For the next enemy, we have the pop, which is a small unarmed rolling arc. It's easy to kill, but it will detonate whenever it is flashing red and it approaches you. The tip I have is just to run up to it with the melee and one hit it. It explodes, but it does no damage. And next up, we have something a little bit harder, and that is the fireball. And this is the arc that shoots fire like a flamethrower, and it is slightly bigger than the pop. The pop and the fireball usually spawn together, but you cannot one-hit melee the fireball. So I would suggest shooting this thing and knowing the visual differences between the two. This enemy only takes a few shots to kill, but the best point to kill it is whenever it opens up to shoot the flames at you. Whenever it does decide to shoot at you, it exposes its armor, and that's the best point to strike. Next up, we have the surveyor, which is the largest of the rolling arcs. I would recommend using a weapon with heavy or medium ammo, as light and shotgun will barely dent the armor on this drone. But as you do damage to the surveyor, it will drop parts whenever it's running away. Each part contains arc alloys. Once you defeat the drone, you have to collect the robot part, which can be used for upgrades. And next up, we have the turret and the sentinel. The turret is a rotating turret that tracks for movement, and it is very easy to kill, probably like 2 to 3 shots with any heavy gun. The sentinel is a little bit bigger and it has a lot more range that does more damage. Thankfully enough though, it takes about the same amount of shots, maybe like 1 to 2 more with the heavy ammo. Some advice I do have with the sentinel turret is do not run into these whenever you are in a PvP fight or you are chasing into a PvP fight, as these things will ruin any advantage that you may have. And now we're going to be moving on to the archetypes that you will see mostly in the air, with the first one being the snitch. And everybody knows snitches get stitches, so shoot this thing down as fast as possible, because if not, it's going to be bringing down 2 wasp and a hornet. The snitch itself won't do damage to you, but it is very annoying whenever you are in a PvP. All of a sudden the snitch comes, scans you, and now you're fighting another 3 enemies. The snitch does drop a snitch scanner, which is needed for one of the quests. You can also use it as a grenade. So whenever you throw this grenade, it will call for 3 extra drones that are not friendly. They could latch onto you, but if you throw them near an enemy, they will latch onto those enemies. This could be great in a situation where the enemy is on the other side of the POI and you throw this scanner at them, and all of a sudden they have to fight drones, and while they're busy doing that, you could sneak up on them. And then we have the Hornet, which is a medium-sized drone with 2 armored rotors on the front. Taking out the back rotors will cause the drone to crash into the ground and unable to fly. The front rotors do have armor, so they will take an extra shot or 2, but you can still make it work by shooting underneath the armor. But honestly, just take out the back rotors. You can shoot center mass if you have a heavier gun, but to be honest, it's going to take an extra couple shots. Hornets also drop hornet drivers, which are quest items as well, but you can also use them as stun grenades. And now we got the little guy, which is the wasp. It is a small unarmored drone that shoots light ammo at raiders. It's very rarely alone, so look out for more. The most efficient way to take these out is just by taking out the rotors, and then that's it. And surprisingly enough, the wasp does drop a wasp driver. Now, personally, I really didn't get to see what the wasp driver actually did. I do know that it is a quest item, but I'm pretty sure it is also a throwable, but I didn't get to test it, and I haven't really seen anything about it. So if you guys do know, let me know in the comment section, and I will try to add it later on. And next up, we're getting to the big boys. We got the Rocketeer. Now, the Rocketeer is honestly insane. It is about 3 to 4 times the size of a Hornet, and it's got a fucking rocket launcher. These rockets do massive AoE damage, and it's honestly one of the hardest arcs to fight in the open. The best way to do this is to shoot the rotors with a heavy gun from inside of a building. I wouldn't recommend fighting one of these solo. If you have a squad of 3, I would just trade off aggros in different buildings so you can deplete its health very quickly. I only killed about 2 of these in the last beta, but the loot I got from it was a little over 20 grand in valued items. And next up we have the Leaper, which is a large, aggressive, heavily armored, spider-like arc that can jump extreme distances in height. You guys have probably seen clips of people shooting at this thing from across the map, and then within one leap, this thing is on top of you. Its leap does a lot of damage, but it also has a very powerful shockwave attack. The weak points on the Leaper are the glowing eye in the center and the legs. The legs use more ammo to destroy it, but once a leg is down, it hinders the movement of the Leaper and it shows the inside of the drone, which creates another weak spot. Having a teammate is recommended for this, but also bringing in a little extra heavy ammo will be useful as well. The Leaper will drop a Leaper driver, which can be used in crafting or upgrades, but it can also be used as a high damage dealing shockwave grenade. I have yet to use one of these. I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I got it, I sold that shit. And to be honest, I didn't even know that you could use all these Wasp, Hornet, Snitch drivers until the last day of the beta. And moving on to the final arc, we have the Bastion. And this thing is a tank. It is a heavily, and I mean heavily armored arc that houses a fully automatic minigun. These things are never alone. They will always have about 2 to 3 Wasp or Hornet with them. So if you can, take those out before you even think about shooting at the Bastion. I recommend using a gun with heavy ammo, as it will take much longer to destroy with any other gun. This is the only arc that I wouldn't fuck around with, as the LMG will destroy your armor immediately. So bring heals, take cover quickly, and use your teammates to switch aggro. The weak points on the Bastion are the yellow marked kneecaps and the yellow battery on its back. And when defeated, it will drop a Bastion cell and a Bastion part, which are used for crafting and quest. But that seems to be it. Hopefully I didn't take too much of you guys' time and you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment. It does help out a lot. And also subscribe if you guys want to see more Arc Raiders content. I'm also 2 to 3 subscribers away from hitting 1K, which would be amazing if I hit that today. If not, fuck it, I don't care. But yeah, that seems to be it. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye.